But for me, on the AAM side, there are eVTOLs that could get the job done today, right? In that next base camp. Um, but you don't want to be putting up barriers to the public of making this sound either hard or expensive or elite. And for me, that's part of the thing I think that needs to be attacked as much as the technological challenges.
Yeah, I think so. One of the biggest drivers initially was, sustainable, um, sustainability and renewable energy sources, and that is the electrification is the paving the path for that. So that's, I think, the initial driver was. But then they also realized that creating electric propulsion and batteries and so on, it also simplifies the technology that is used to build these vehicles, and that's a huge advantage because you can reduce the cost of manufacturing, you can reduce the cost of operations, and the operational requirements for safety and so on, because now you don't have an engine that have thousands and thousands of parts
Yeah,
working, and any one of them can go bad and you're buggered. Essentially what you have is one motor connected to a battery and then some other controllers, etc. But it's, with all that complication, still not hardly as complicated as your traditional combustion engines are, and the whole technology around it. The cost is a big factor. I think you can have multiple vehicles for the cost of one.
yeah. It's interesting. I have never ridden in a helicopter, and I'll tell you why. When I was a junior in undergrad, we had a control system class, and we had to model certain systems. So we had to model airplanes, and then we had to model a helicopter. And that control system was a devil to control, and we always crashed in the simulation. So I've been terrified of helicopters ever since. But now with an eVTOL and fly-by-wire, the Arizona Commerce Authority had put on a advanced air mobility show a couple of weeks ago, and I forget the gentleman who said it, but he was a trained helicopter pilot from the Navy or the Air Force, and he said, he has to psych himself every time he's going into a helicopter because he's got to get all these things right. And he said, I go into these eVTOLs, and he goes, I would have to really try and hurt myself
Yeah.
because the fly-by-wire is so good.